Have you ever looked at a failed marriage and thought, that could never happen to me? If yes, I want you to stick around, because today, we are diving deep into the brutally honest lessons that failed marriages teach us, lessons that most people only realize when it's already too late. And trust me, these insights are not just theory, they are real, lived, and painfully honest. This conversation could change how you look at relationships forever. Let's get straight into it. Lesson number 1, love alone is never enough. It sounds harsh, maybe even a little cold, but it's the truth. Love is crucial, yes, but it's not the glue that keeps a marriage together through the storms of life. Respect, shared goals, emotional maturity, and the ability to communicate openly, those are the true pillars. I've seen countless couples genuinely love each other but still fall apart because they couldn't align their values or simply didn't know how to solve conflicts without tearing each other down. Imagine two people trying to build a house with only nails but no wood, no tools, no plan. That's love without the essentials. Lesson number 2, you cannot fix your partner. Many people enter marriage thinking, they'll change her once we settle down. They'll become more serious, more responsible. Reality check, they won't. People only change when they genuinely want to, not because someone else wishes it. Hoping you can mold your partner into your ideal version of them is not just unrealistic, it's disrespectful to who they are. A practical tip, marry the person in front of you, not their potential. Lesson number 3, communication isn't about talking, it's about connecting. Just talking at each other is useless if no one feels heard or understood. Failed marriages often show us that people drift apart not because of huge betrayals but because of small, daily miscommunications that pile up. A simple practice you can use starting today: when your partner speaks, don't listen to reply, listen to truly understand. Repeat what you heard them say, even if it feels awkward at first. It builds trust and shows genuine respect. Lesson number 4, resentment is a silent killer. It grows in the dark, fed by unresolved conflicts, unspoken needs, and suppressed emotions. And by the time it surfaces, it's often too late. One actionable way to avoid resentment: practice radical honesty. Set a regular time, weekly if you can, where both of you can express grievances without interruption or defensiveness. It feels uncomfortable at first, but it's far less painful than watching a marriage rot from the inside. Lesson number 5, never stop dating your partner. One of the saddest patterns in failed marriages is complacency. People stop putting in the effort they did at the beginning. Life gets busy, kids come along, careers demand time, and somewhere in all that, romance dies quietly. Here's something simple but powerful: schedule date nights like you would important work meetings. Treat them as non-negotiable. It's not about fancy dinners or expensive trips, it's about showing your partner that they are still a priority, no matter what life throws at you. I want you to think about this for a moment. If you don't actively work to grow together, you will eventually grow apart. It's not a question of if, it's a matter of when. Lesson number 6, financial incompatibility can destroy love faster than almost anything else. Money isn't just about numbers, it's about values, priorities, and even emotional security. Many failed marriages show that when two people can't agree on financial goals or habits, tension builds relentlessly. One practical step: before committing long-term, sit down and have a brutally honest conversation about money. Talk about debt, savings, spending habits, and future goals. It might feel awkward, but it's necessary. Think of it as preventative maintenance for your relationship. Lesson number 7, emotional cheating is still cheating. Many people believe that as long as they don't physically betray their partner, they haven't crossed any lines. That's simply not true. Emotional intimacy with someone outside the relationship, especially when it's kept secret, undermines trust just as much, if not more. If you find yourself sharing your deepest thoughts, feelings, and dreams with someone else more than your spouse, it's a red flag. A good rule to live by: if you wouldn't feel comfortable telling your partner about the conversation, it's already a problem. Lesson number 8, small issues, if ignored, become big problems. It's never the dishes left in the sink, or the one forgotten anniversary, that ends a marriage. It's what those small things represent: lack of appreciation, feeling unheard, emotional neglect. And when these small wounds are left untreated, they get infected. A simple, powerful practice: never let small irritations pile up. Address them early, kindly, and directly. Think of it like pulling a weed when it's small, instead of waiting until it overtakes the whole garden. Lesson number 9, you and your partner will grow and change. The person you married at 25 won't be the same person at 35, 45, or 55, and neither will you. A failed marriage often comes from one or both partners refusing to adapt to these changes. They cling to an old version of their partner, or of themselves, and resist the evolution that time naturally brings. If you want to build something lasting, you have to continuously fall in love with the newer versions of each other. A practical idea: check in with each other regularly about dreams, goals, and desires, even if you've been together for decades. Lesson number 10. Divorce is not always the end of the pain, it's often just the beginning of a new set of challenges. People sometimes rush into divorce thinking it will solve everything, and while leaving toxic or abusive situations is necessary, in many cases, the deep work that was never done in the marriage still needs to happen afterward. If not, the same patterns just show up in the next relationship. Here's the truth most people don't want to hear: whether you stay or leave, you have to confront your baggage. You can't run from yourself. I know this might all sound heavy, but there's a deeper message here, one that's filled with hope. Understanding these brutal lessons isn't about being cynical about love or marriage. It's about being prepared, realistic, and empowered to create a relationship that truly thrives. Imagine for a moment how powerful it would be if more people entered marriage not with blind optimism, but with real, hard-earned wisdom. Relationships wouldn't just survive, they would flourish. If you're still with me, it means you're serious about building stronger, healthier relationships, or at the very least, learning from the mistakes others have made. And that right there already sets you apart from so many people who stumble blindly into the same painful patterns again and again. The truth is, marriage, or any deep relationship, is one of the most beautiful but also one of the most challenging journeys you will ever embark on. It demands not just love, but self-awareness, discipline, resilience, and a constant willingness to grow. It's not about perfection, it's about commitment to doing the work, even when it's hard, even when it's uncomfortable, especially when it would be easier to run. So here's what I want you to take away today. If you find yourself in a relationship right now, ask yourself honestly, are you nurturing it? Or are you taking it for granted? Are you communicating with your partner the way you wish they would communicate with you? Are you showing up not just on the good days, but especially on the hard ones? And if you're single, use this time wisely. Build the emotional skills, the communication habits, and the self-awareness that will make you a better partner when the right person comes along. Don't waste this period wishing you were already at the next stage. Prepare for it. Strengthen yourself now so that when the opportunity for real, lasting love presents itself, you're ready to meet it fully. Now, if this video resonated with you even a little, I want to invite you to be part of something bigger. Drop a comment below and share which lesson hit you the hardest, or if you've personally lived through a tough relationship, what was the biggest thing you learned? Your story could be exactly what someone else needs to hear today. If you found value here, hit that like button, share this video with someone who might need to hear these words, and don't forget to subscribe. I'm here to bring you more real, raw, and practical advice without the sugarcoating, because you deserve more than just pretty words. You deserve the truth that can change your life. Remember, growth doesn't happen by accident, it happens when you choose it. And by being here, listening, and reflecting, you've already taken a powerful step forward. Thank you for spending this time with me. Until next time, stay strong, stay aware, and most importantly, stay true to yourself.